Good morning, dear students. In the last class, I discussed about the properties of determinants and solved some questions from NCERT book. Today, I will solve some more questions from exercise 4.2, applying using properties of determinants. Let us start with this question. Using properties of determinants, prove that. You have to prove the value of this determinant is equal to 4a square b square c square. Let us start from the left hand side. Now, is there any common factor in the elements of first row? Can you see? Minus a square, ab, ac. So these three elements have a as common factor. Similarly, these three elements, the elements in the second row, these three elements have b as common factor, and the elements of third row has c as common factor. So in the first step, let us take a common from first row. If we take a common from first row, the first row will be minus a, b and c. If we take b common from the second row, we have taken b common, the second row will become a minus b and c. If we take c common from the third row will become a, b and minus of c. So this is the first step. We have taken a common from first row, b common from second row and c common from third row. Now again you can see in the first column a is the common factor of each element, minus a. Again we can take a common from the elements of C1. So if we take a common, a will come out, a into a, it will become a square. This will become minus 1, plus 1 and 1. Similarly, taking b common in second column, b minus b, if we take b common, there is one b already there, so b into b, it will be b square, and this will become 1 minus 1 plus 1. And taking c common from third column, it will become c square. It will become 1 minus 1. So see the steps. First we have taken a, b, c common from first, second and third row, and again taking a, b, c common from first, second and third column. Now in the last class I told our main aim will be to bring as much zero as possible in the determinant by using the properties. Now you can see in the first row, in this row, this element is minus 1 and this element is plus 1. If we add these two, that is R1 plus R2, if we replace R1 by R1 plus R2, if we replace R1 by R1 plus R2, you can see R1 plus R2, minus 1 plus 1, this will become 0. Similarly, this plus this will be again 0, and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So what I have done, we have replaced R1. This is our new R1. We have replaced R1 by R1 plus R2. And why we have done this? We have to bring 0 in the determinant, and minus 1 plus 1 is equal to 0. So we have done this. Here we have replaced R1 by R1 plus R2. So R1 is changed now, and these two rows will remain same, remain unchanged. Now expanding this determinant along first row, as there are two zeros in the first row, so let us expand along first row. 0 into anything, this into this minus this into this will become 0, minus 0 into anything, this into this will become 0. You know how to expand the determinant. Expanding along R1 plus 2 plus minus plus 2 into this into this 1 minus this into this minus of 1. So ultimately 2 into 2 4 and value of the determinant becomes 4a square b square c square, and this is the right hand side. Let us take another simple question from NCERT book. Prove by using properties of determinant the value of this determinant is equal to a minus b, b minus a minus b into b minus c into c minus a. Here we have to use properties of determinant and we can expand this determinant. Okay, let us start from left hand side. Now we have to bring 0 in the determinant. You can see this element is 1, this element is also 1, 1, 1. If we replace R1, the first row, by R1 minus R2, 1 minus 1 will give us 1, 0. So our first step will be to replace R1 by R1 minus R2. So replacing R1 by R1 minus R2. We are doing this step only to bring 0 in the determinant. So 1 minus 1, R1 minus R2, this minus, see, you can see we are replacing R1. So R1 will be replaced by R1 minus R2. 1 minus 1 is 0, a minus b, a square minus b square. This is our new R1. Okay. Next, you can see in the R2 the first element is 1, in R3 the first element is again 1. If we subtract, if we replace R2 by R2 minus R3, this minus this will give us another 0. So you can see where now we want to replace R2 second row by R2 minus R3. If we replace R2 by R2 minus R3, this will become 0, b minus c and b square minus c square. We have replaced R2. So this is our new R2. This R2 will change to this. Okay. These two R1 and R3 will remain same as it was in this step. So 0, a minus b, a square minus b square, 1 c, c square. We have done this in two steps. First step, we have replaced first row by R1 minus R2 to bring 1, 0. In the next step, again to bring 0, we have replaced R2 by R2 minus R3. Now, you can see in the first row, 0, a minus b, a square minus b square. We can take a minus b common because a minus b is a common factor of these three elements. So R1 will be, if we take a minus b common, the first row will become 0, 1 and a plus b. Again, in the second row, taking b minus c common. If we take b minus c common from this row, this will become 0, 1 and b plus c. Okay. Now you can see there are two zeros in the first column. So let us expand this determinant along first column. First, in the first column, if we expand along first column, the sign will be plus, minus and plus. As this element is 0, 0 into anything will be 0, minus of 0 into anything again will be 0, plus 1 into, plus 1 into. We have to remove the column and the row in which this occurs, 1 into this, b plus c, minus this into this, minus a minus b. So you can see b and b get cancelled, we will get c minus a here. So ultimately the answer is a minus b, b minus c and c minus a. So this is our right hand side. Very simple but important question. Now I have taken another important question from NCERT book. To prove value of this determinant is equal to a minus b, b minus c, c minus a into a plus b plus c. Let us start with the left hand side. Now you can see, like last question, we have to bring 0 in the determinant. Now you can see the first element in C1, that is in the first column, is 1, and the first element in C2 is also 1. So this minus this C1 minus C2 will give us 1 0. Similarly, in the second column, the first element is 1. In the third column, the first element is again 1. So if we replace C2 by C2 minus C3, we will get another 0. So one by one, first let us replace C1, the first column, by C1 minus C2. We are doing this to bring 0 in the determinant. You can see C1, this is our C1 and this is our C2. C1, first column, C2. We are doing C1 minus C2. So our new C1 will be 0, A minus B, A cube minus B cube. Okay. Now you see our C1 is changed to this. This is our new C1. These two are unchanged. C2 and C3 are unchanged. So in the same step, replacing C2 by, as these two are unchanged, C2 and C3 are same here also. So just replacing C2 by C2 minus C3. If we replace C2 by this minus this, C2 minus C3, what will get? 0, B minus C, B cube minus C cube, 1, C and C cube. Okay, now you can see we have 2 zeros in the first row. In the first row there are 2 zeros. You can also see in these 3 elements, in the elements of C1, we have one common factor, A minus B. So if we take A minus B common in the first column, this will remain 0, this will become 1, and this will be A square plus AB plus B square, because you know A cube minus B cube is equal to A minus B into A square plus AB plus B square. We have taken A minus B common. Similarly, in the second column, B minus C is a common factor of these 3 elements. So if we take B minus C common in C2, the elements will be 0, 1, and this will become B square plus BC plus C square. In the third column there is no common factor, so it will remain as it was. So 1 C C cube. Okay. Now let us expand along first row. As there are 2 zeros in the first row, let us expand along first row. The sign in the first row will be plus, minus and plus. 0 into anything will be 0, minus 0 into anything will be again 0, plus 1 into this into this, minus this into this. So it will be B square plus BC plus C square minus A square minus AB minus B square. Expanding along first row, 0 into something will be 0, minus 0, 1 into this, minus this into this. Now if we simplify, you can see B square and B square, these two will get cancelled. A minus B, B minus C. Let us arrange the remaining terms, cancelling B square, C square minus A square. And from these two, if we take B common, we will get B into C minus A. From these two, we can take C minus A common, and we will be left with C plus A plus B, that is A plus B plus C. So ultimately it will be A minus B, B minus C. Take C minus A common, this will become C plus A plus B. C plus A plus B is A plus B plus C. So this is the right hand side. It's simple but important question. Our next question is to prove value of this determinant x square yz, y square zx, z square xy equal to x minus y minus z, x minus y into y minus z into z minus x into xy plus yz plus zx. Let us start with left hand side, x square yz, y square zx, z square xy. Now here we cannot bring 0 by simply by doing r1 minus r2 or c1 minus c2. Here there is no common element, like last 2 or 3 questions. In the last 2 or 3 questions, what we did, you can have checked there is one same elements in r1 r2 and c1 c2. So by simply taking difference, it brought 0 there. But here there is no common elements in r1 r2 r3 c1 c2 c3. So how to bring zeros? Before bringing zeros, what we have to do, you can see x y. If we replace r1 by r1 minus r2, if we replace r1 minus r2, we will get x minus y. This will become x square minus y square. You can see x minus y, x square minus y square. We are getting common factor. So our first step will be to replace r1 by r1 minus r2. If we do this, our this element, first element will be x minus y. Our this element will be x square minus y square, and this element yz minus zx. So if we take minus z common, this will be x minus y. Now you can see x minus y is a common factor of these 3 elements, and that's why we have done this step. Okay, so you have to watch carefully how to proceed. If you can bring zeros by simply taking difference, you have to do that. If there is no common element, you have to think another way, just like this one. Okay, so next, in the next step also, you can see yz, y square minus z square, zx minus xy. Let us replace r2 by r2 minus r3, because you can see here r1 is changed, but these two are still same, like this. So what we have done, we have replaced, as these two are unchanged, we have replaced r2. In this step we cannot involve, in the second step we cannot involve r1 because r1 is changed. Next, in the next step, replacing r2 by r2 minus r3, what will get? This will become y minus z, y square minus z square. And if we take zx minus xy, so if we take minus x common, this will become y minus z, this minus this. You can see r1 and r2 has changed. Now this will remain as it was in the last step. Okay, our next step, you can see x minus y is common factor in r1 and y minus z is common factor in r2. So take x minus y common in r1. Our r1 will be 1 x plus y and minus of z. This will be 1 y plus z and minus of x, and this we have taken y minus z common, so this will be y minus z. We have to take y minus z common, and this will remain as it was, as there is no common factor. Now you can see we have 1 here in r1 and 1 here in r2. So r1 minus r2 will give us 1 0. So if we replace r1 by r1 minus r2, what will get? 1 minus 1 will be 0. This will be x minus z, and this will again will be x minus z. 1 y plus z minus x. We have just replaced r1 by r1 minus r2. These two will remain unchanged. Z square x y. Again you can see x minus z we can take common, as we have to prove. You can see right hand side is x minus y, y minus z into z minus x into this. So let us take z minus x common. X minus y, y minus z, z minus x. So our first row will be now 0 minus 1 minus 1, 1 y plus z minus x, z square xy. Now what to do next? We have to bring 0. You can see minus 1 here in C2, minus here 1 here in C3. So C2 minus C3 will give us another 0. So our next step will be to replace C2 by C2 minus C3. Minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So after replacing C2 by C2 minus C3, we will get another 0 here. This will become x plus y plus z, C2 minus C3. After replacing C2 by this, our new C2 will be 0, x plus y plus z and z square. These two will remain unchanged as it was in the earlier step. So you can see there are two zeros in the first row. So let us expand along first row. If we expand along first row, 0 into something will be 0, minus. In the first row, the sign is plus minus plus, 0 minus 0 plus 1 into. It will be minus of 1. You can see minus of 1 into 0, minus of 0 plus of this element, which is minus 1 into this z square minus zx minus yz minus of z square. I think I have committed mistake here. Actually, this will be z square minus xy. If we replace C2 minus C3, this will become z square minus xy. So minus 1 into this. So it will be z square, you can see, minus xy. Z square minus xy, z square minus xy minus this into this. Now you can see z square minus z square will get cancelled. Minus y1 into minus xy minus yz minus zx will be plus xy plus yz plus zx. So this will be x minus y, y minus z, z minus x, minus 1 into this will be xy plus yz plus zx. Okay, this is our right hand side. Our next question, in the next question we have to prove the value of this determinant is equal to this 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x. Let us again start with the left hand side. Now have you noticed something in this question? You can see the elements in C1, these three elements are x plus 4, 2x, 2x. Similarly, the elements in second column are also same. You can see x plus 4, 2x, 2x. And here also these three elements are x plus 4, 2x, 2x. So these three elements are also present in C2 and also present in C3. In such type of sum, what we do, we just replace, as these three elements are same, we just replace R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. If we do this, this will become 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4, 5x plus 4. So now we can take easily 5x plus 4 common from R1, and if we take 5x plus 4 common, this will become 1, 1, 1, and again we can bring 0 easily, as this minus this will give us 0, this minus this also will give us 0. So just try to go through the question carefully. What you can do, what will be the procedure to bring 0, what will be the procedure to simplify the question. Okay, so first you just go through the question carefully. What you can do, think about that, what you can do, what will make the question simple. Now replacing C1, as there is 1, 1, replacing C1 by C1 minus C2, that will give us 0. Again replacing C2 by C2 minus C3, this will give us another 0. Okay. So after replacing C1 by C1 minus C2 and C2 by C2 minus C3, we will get this as our new determinant. Now taking 4 minus x common from first column, if we take 4 minus x common from first column, our C1 will become 0, minus 1, 0. Again taking 4 minus x common from second column, this will become 0, 1 and minus 1, and this will be 4 minus x whole square. We have taken 4 minus x common from both C1 and C2. Okay. Next, expanding along first row, as there are 2 zeros, you can expand along C1 also. Let us expand along first row. We will get 0 minus 0 plus 1 into 1 minus 0. So it becomes 1. So ultimately this will be 5x plus 4 into 4 minus x whole square, which is the right hand side. Next, to prove value of this determinant a minus b minus c, 2a, 2a, 2b, b minus c minus a, 2b, 2c, 2c, c minus a minus b is equal to a plus b plus c whole square. We have to prove value of this determinant is a plus b plus c whole square. Again starting from left hand side. Now in a question of determinant, what you have to do, always first think in that way. If we add these three elements, whether the total become same or not, you can see here, you can check. If we add these three, we will get a plus b plus c. If we add these three, if we add these three, again we will get same, a plus b plus c. And if we add these three, we will get the total will be a plus b plus c. Okay. If when the total becomes same, so we add these three, r1 plus r2 plus r3, r1 plus r2 plus r3, r1 plus r2 plus r3. If the total is not same, then we add in this way to check whether sum of these three are same or not. This plus this plus this, this plus this plus this, and this plus this plus this. If sum is same, then we do C1 plus C2 plus C3. Okay. If R1 plus R2 plus R3 is not same, if sum of these three elements, these three elements are not same, or sum of these three elements not same, then you think about another step to bring 0 or to bring common element. Okay. Now as sum of these three and these three is same, so we have replaced R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. This plus this plus this, this plus this plus this, this plus this plus this, and we have written the result in R1. We are replacing R1 by R1 plus R2 plus R3. In the next step, we have to take a plus b plus c common. So taking a plus b plus c common, our new determinant will be like this, a plus b plus c into this determinant. We have taken a plus b plus c common. Now you know how to bring 0. You can see 1 here. So this minus this will give us 0. So replacing c1 by c1 minus c2. So this will be 0. This will be a plus b plus c, and this will be 0. We will get 1 0 here. C1 minus C2. Our C1 is changed. These two are unchanged now. So again replacing C2 by C2 minus C3, this will become 0. This will be minus of a plus b plus c, and this will be again a plus b plus c. So what we have done in this step, whenever you do something, any step, whenever you apply property, you have to mention here we have replaced C1 by C1 minus C2, and we have replaced C2 by C2 minus C3. These are the steps I have done here. Now we can take a plus b plus c common from C1, again a plus b plus c common from C2. So this will become a plus b plus c whole cube. 0, 1, 0, 0, minus 1, 1, and 1 to b, c minus a minus b. Okay, now expanding the determinant along first row, as there are two zeros, so a plus b plus c whole cube into 0 minus 0 plus 1 into 1 minus 0. So this will become, value of this is 1, so this will become a plus b plus c whole cube, and which is the right hand side. Our next question is to prove the value of this determinant is equal to 2 into x plus y plus z whole cube. The given determinant is first element x plus y plus 2z, x, y, z, y plus z plus 2x, y, z, x, z plus x plus 2y. We have to prove this determinant is equal to 2 into x plus y plus z whole cube. Now again, let us start with the left hand side. Now if we add these three, as I told in the last sum, whenever you get a sum from chapter determinant, first add these three to check whether sum of these three or these three are equal or not. If we add these three, we will get x plus y plus 4z. This will become 4x plus y plus z. So these two are not same. You can see x plus y plus 4z, and this will become 4x plus y plus z. So this and this are not same. So let us add in this way. Let us add these three elements. If we add these three elements, we will get 2x plus 2y plus 2z. This 3 will be 2x plus 2y plus 2z, and this 3 will be, if we add this 3 will become 2x plus 2y plus 2z. So we have to add c1, c2 and c3. If we add these 3, sum of these 3, sum of this 3 and sum of this 3 will be same. Okay, so let us replace our c1 by c1 plus c2 plus c3. So replacing c1 by c1 plus c2 plus c3, we get this determinant. We have added these 3. We have added in this way: c1, c2 and c3. This plus this plus this, this plus this plus this. Now you can see 2 into x plus y plus z is common factor in c1. So we have, let us take 2 into x plus y plus z common. This will become 1, 1, 1, and now it is very easy to bring 0 in the determinant. You can see 1, 1. So let us replace r1 by r1 minus r2. r1 minus r2 will give us 1, 0. 1 minus 1 will give us 0. And again similarly, r2 minus r3 will give us 1 more 0. So if we replace r1 by r1 minus r2, our new r1 will be 0 minus of x plus y plus z, 0. Again, if we replace r2, the second row, by r2 minus r3, our new r2 will be 0 x plus y plus z. This minus this will be minus of x plus y plus z. And you can see we can take x plus y plus z common in r1 as well as in r2. So let us take x plus y plus z common from r1 and from r2. So this will become 2 into x plus y plus z whole cube. 0 minus 1 0, 0 1 minus 1 1 x z plus x plus 2y. Okay, and let us expand along r1, as there are two zeros in the first row. Let us expand along r. expanding along R1, we get this into 0 plus 1 into this plus 0, and you can see this is equal to 1. So ultimately the value of the determinant is 2 into x plus y plus z whole cube, which is the right hand side. Now this question is given in the examples of NCERT book. This is a very important question. Here in this question we have to prove the determinant 1 plus a 1 1, 1 1 plus b 1, 1 1 1 plus c. This determinant is equal to abc plus bc plus ca plus ab. In this question we can bring zeros by doing r1 minus r2. You can see 1 minus 1 will give us 0. Similarly, r2 minus r3 also will give us 0. But our aim is to bring as much 0 as possible in a particular row or in a particular column. Okay, so if we replace r1 by r1 minus r2, we'll get 1 0 here, and if we replace r2 by r2 minus r3, we'll get another 0 here. So these two are in these two zeros will get into different rows. Okay, now you see the steps. This is a typical sum. You see the steps. How you can bring zeros more than 1 0 in a particular row. Let us first take a common in the first row. You see, this will become 1 by a plus 1, 1 by a, 1 by a. Let us take b common in the second row. This will become 1 by b, 1 plus 1 by b, and 1 by b. Let us take c common in the third row. This will become 1 by c, 1 by c, 1 by c plus 1. Now you can see, if we add these three, we will get 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1. If we add these three, we will get 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1, which is same as this. And if we add these three, again we will get same 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1. So if we replace r1 plus r2 plus r3, we will get our this element. The first row will become 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1, 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1, 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c plus 1. Now we can take this element common from the elements of R1. Okay. Now if we take this element common, we get ABC into 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C plus 1. This will become 1, 1, 1. We have taken this element common. These two will be same. Okay. Now we can bring 0 easily in this determinant by doing C1 minus C2, C2 minus C3. So you have to remember the steps. You have to practice a lot. Okay. Now if we multiply ABC with this, we'll get AB plus BC plus CA plus ABC. Okay. And if we replace C1 by C1 minus C2 and C2 by C2 minus C3, you can see this will become BC plus CA plus AB plus ABC, and our determinant will become this. If we replace C1 by C1 minus C2 and C2 by C2 minus C3. Now you can see we have two zeros in the first row, and which will make our calculation much easier. So if we expand along first row, 0 into something minus 0 into something plus 1 into 1. So value of this determinant is 1. Ultimately the value of the determinant is BC plus CA plus AB plus ABC. You can see, you can expand, value of this will be 1. So ultimately this is the value of the determinant, which is the right hand side. It's a very important question, a simple but important question. Now this is the last question for today. to prove value of this determinant is equal to 1 plus a square plus b square plus c square. This is given in NCERT book in exercise. Okay, let us start with left hand side. This is again another typical question. You have to remember the steps. Our main aim will be to bring as much 0 as possible in the given determinant. Okay, for that, like last question, let us take a common from the first row, a. So this will become a plus 1 by a, this will become b, and this is c. Similarly, taking b common from second row, this will become a, b plus 1 by b, and c. And taking c common from third row, our third row will become a, b, c plus 1 by c. Okay. Next, our step will be have to multiply this determinant by a. First, we have taken a common from first row. From first row, we have taken a common. Now, you know how to multiply a determinant by a number. We can multiply. You have to multiply this element with any row or with any column. We will multiply a with the elements of first column. Our first column will become a square plus 1, a square, a square. We will multiply b with the elements of second column. This will become b square plus 1, b square. We will multiply c with the elements of third column. This will become c square plus 1. Okay. Now you can see, if we add these three, you can see a square plus b square plus c square plus 1, a square plus b square plus c square plus 1, a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. If we add these three, we will get a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. Similarly, we will get same element here and here also. So, replacing c1 by c1 plus c2 plus c3, we will get this element will be a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. Sum of these three, again sum of these three will be a square plus b square plus c square plus 1, a square plus b square plus c square plus 1. Okay, these two will remain unchanged as we have replaced only c1. So c2 and c3 will be same as it was. Now we can take a square plus b square plus c square plus 1 common. Okay, this will become 1, 1, 1. This two will remain unchanged. Okay, and now it is very easy to bring zeros in the determinant. R1 minus R2, this 1 minus 1 will give us 1 0, and similarly R2 minus R3 will give us another 0. So replacing R1 by R1 minus R2, we get this, and again replacing R2 by R2 minus R3, we get this. Now expanding along first row, you can expand along first column also. If we expand along first row, we will get 0 into something which is 0 plus 1 into minus of minus 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 1 plus 0. You can see value of this is 1. Ultimately, the value of the determinant is a square plus b square plus c square plus 1, which is the right hand side. Okay, so try to solve the remaining questions given in the exercise. This is a very important chapter from exam point of view. Practice all the questions again, write all the questions in your classwork notebook. Okay, in the next class I will solve some more questions from determinant, and after that we will proceed to next chapter. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.